What I don't understand is why this piece of cloth is causing so much hatred.
Controversy.
Friction.
But she is also wearing a head covering.
A head covering? How?
She is wearing a wig over her natural hair, while we are wearing pieces of cloth over us, and both the wig and the scarf are serving as a head covering.
Don't you dare compare the rags over your heads with this. Well, if you care to know, this is one of the best-selling, high-quality human hair wigs of our time. It makes me more beautiful, more confident, and it gives me a sense of identity and style.
Well, this rag, like you describe it, is an order from God to identify ourselves as being Muslim and to be recognized as such. What it tells everyone who sees us, to borrow Amina Asli Me's words, is that what stands before you is a woman of enormous strength, enormous courage, and integrity. This woman will not lie, she will not cheat, she will not deceive. She will be the best employer, the best employee, the best friend, the best...
My friend, will you spare us the details? Enough of the lecture. Don't we have Muslim friends who dress decently, but in reality are not decent? They drink and party with us, despite having those things on their heads.
Well, the fact that you know someone like that doesn't make all others same. Plus, in every society, there are black sheep and the two-faced to distinguish them from believing Muslim women who are struggling day in and day out to live up to the expectations of their religion, but may slip along the line as their human weaknesses override their genuine desire to please their Lord. And to said sisters, I say, when you reach that lowest point in your iman, don't hang in there. Put the broken pieces back together and bounce back. For Allah, exalted be He, says in the Quran, Surah 29:69, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا, and those who strive in our cause, لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبْلَنَا, we will certainly guide them to our path. وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ, for verily Allah is with those who do right.
So this school is gradually becoming a Muslim school. On our own campus, people are preaching their Quran.
Genesis 24:65 records the veil as a feminine emblem of modesty. And in 1 Corinthians 11:6, for if a woman will not veil herself, then she should cut off her hair. But if it is graceful for a woman to be shaven, then let her wear the veil.
And our mother Mary, may Allah be pleased with her, is mentioned in the Quran as a model in her own right for Muslim women to follow.
Our own Mary, mother of Jesus, what has she got to do with Islam and Muslims?
Many women are mentioned in the Quran, but only one is named Mary, and she is mentioned more times than she is in the Bible. There's even a whole chapter named after her. And in verse 44 of that, may I relate the words?
Sure, go ahead.
Then came the time when the angel said, O Mary, behold, for Allah has chosen you and purified you and exalted you above all women of the world.
In the Quran, but you occasionally hear some Muslims say the headscarf is reserved for married women. Others say it's a borrowed culture from the Saudi Arabians.
I wonder why any Muslim will say that when it's explicitly stated in Quran 33:59 that all women should cover once they reach puberty.
Fine. Let's even assume it's a cultural thing. Don't we have the right to adopt a so-called Saudi Arabian cultural dressing when there are Ghanaians or Africans who are more Western than Europeans and Americans?
Don't be offended, please, but don't you find this rather backwardness? In times when other women are into short skirts, G-strings and bikinis?
Real backwardness, madam, is to forget our value and worth as women and allow society define us by the length of our skirts or hair, or by the size and shape of our butts, when God has bestowed on us garments to cover our shame.
Backwardness is to allow ourselves be brainwashed by some crusaders of morality in the name of gender activists. Nobody can love us more than the one who created us, and out of his protective jealousy for his women, made this mandatory on us.
I think you're making some sense to me. My only concern being why you have to wear this 24/7 and the heat that comes with it.
May I know your name, please?
Benita.
There's no heat, Benita. What many hijab critics don't know is that we only adorn ourselves in the hijab in front of any man we could theoretically marry, and not those related to us by blood.
In other words, we only wear this when we are coming out of our homes, and this is to prevent any form of promiscuity.
In fact, I had always believed the Muslim woman is oppressed and needs to be liberated.
Those who oppress us are, in fact, those who force us to take it off when we have a burning desire to adorn ourselves in this.
Benita, true liberation is knowing that your body belongs to you, no one else. Therefore, nobody can tell you what to wear or how to dress apart from God Almighty.
This is true freedom. Freedom from the dictates of fashion and society.
This is true femininity because we preserve our beauty while others are exploited for it.
Wow. If we really have to be criticized for wearing that, then we have to be criticized first for wearing this. Because there's no difference.